Hey everybody, welcome back. For once, this is not going to be a wheel episode. Last time we got a request or maybe a vision into the future from the mystical woman that my previous opponent has met, saying that I'd be playing North Korea support 1980. Now, this is gonna be absolutely awful. Alright? This is not gonna be by any means a good deck. This is not gonna be easy. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be weak. It's gonna be regret. So buckle up. It's gonna be an awful deck and an awful game. I'm not sure if I can actually afford to run the BTR 60p with this. I might not even be able to. No, I can definitely use the Zill because this is only used by those guys and the Recon Squad, and the Recon Squad should not be available in support. It isn't. Okay. This is just not gonna be nice at all. Yeah, we don't get a Hwasong Chong. We get Gong Wo Byung. Okay. There's something here. There's something here. Don't think I need a BTR 60B for anything else. Maybe these guys. Iglas are good. These guys are solid. No, up at them. 14 should be enough, I think. Biban Chung Po, is there much of a reason to take them? They have HE rounds and they're half the cost without transport. With the transports, they're 2/3. So not that cheap. And now I don't think there really is a reason. Although the HE rounds are nice. Maybe I should run Flamers instead. They're gonna be much better in town fights. Okay, maybe I should down with them actually. I'm only running one card. Is this cat C? Did I forgot to put in? I forgot to put in the cat C. God dang it. God dang it. I was like, that's a surprisingly good amount of stuff in there. I forgot to select cat C. God dang it, man. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, definitely forgot that. Okay, this looks the exact same. I don't think there's any difference in here. Oh, we lose our ATGM squads. No. Well, now I will take. Maybe I will take Bo Jung Soo. I will take Flamers. Oh, I don't get Iglas. Do I even want Strelas? Do I get Strelas and M's? I don't. I don't think I want Strelas. They're not very good. They're fine for gets, but at least, they're still not very good. I think I'm just gonna take these for the spam. Maybe I should take them in the BTR 50. BTR 50 is, it has 2 armor, but at the same time it's also very slow. Hold on, what the heck? What is this order, right? BTR 60p, BTR 50 PK, set as D, and here it's BTR 50 PK, set as D, then BTR 60. Interesting. Units, I think, typically have like modules attached to them, and the module determine the transport. So, as far as I understand, you don't actually have or like attach a transport to a unit. You attach it to the module, and the module very often is shared. For example, with these two, I think. So maybe the weapon teams or certain types of weapon teams have like this module, whereas these guys, because they also get a Hwasong Chung, which these guys don't, so they have different modules. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Okay, we lose 80 gem squads, but other than that, I think Gong Mob Yong are hopefully here to save the day. Ponge 2 should be very fun. For the price, it has a ridiculously good range at HE, right? Of course, whether it's 6 HE or 9 HE, doesn't matter that much, although, well, okay. There's a few thresholds, but I think the most important threshold, which I think most people would agree with, especially when you're shooting at planes for missiles, is the 5 HE threshold, right? The vast majority of planes have 10 HP and less than 2 armor. As such, 2 5 HE hits will kill them, right? So 4 versus 5 HE is like the first huge threshold. The next biggest threshold, I'd say, is 7 HE. 7 HE with the crit will almost always one-shot 10 HP planes. 6 HE with the crit almost never, but I have seen it happen occasionally. But crits are something that I'll admit I don't really fully understand, so whatever. However, the other thing is also that for 2 armor planes, Assuming you always hit the 2 armor part, you can essentially consider them to have 25 HP. Assuming you always hit the 2 armor part, right? Which gets the AG reduction. In which case, 5 versus 6 AG doesn't really matter because you need 5 hits either way. But once you get to 7 AG, you also only need 4 hits suddenly. And the next big thing really is 9 AG. There's nothing with 8 AG, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe the MiG-31s at the Tomcats, they might have 8 AG. But from 8 AG onwards, you also instantly stun planes, which 7 AG doesn't, which is also really, really nice. Especially against A10s. Obviously, the extra damage really helps. You know, against 10 HP planes, you need 2 hits either way, of course, assuming you don't have a spag or something that can deal like some chip damage. But especially, but the other thing, of course, is also just a stun, right? If they haven't dropped off their payload yet, they're unable to, etc., etc. So that's very nice. I don't think we should actually need more than 6 of those, but given that we have 70 activation points, no. Type 80 is very nice for 25 points. Very good range, lots of armor. Mortar spam is good. The Tokchon that got buffed to 10 seconds aim time, I think is the Cat A one. I don't think we get the Tokchon with. I think I'm not gonna use the shield car actually. I might need those slots. I want the card of Coxsons. I want these. They're good for like, they're basically like M109s, right? BM24, TIP21 is actually kind of okay. But I think I want Tokchon spam. We run 2 cards so we can upvet them. The only really great choice here in my mind. Like 10 armor is so big. Holy, you trade 4 armor for the KPVT, which isn't necessarily an upgrade or like that big of an upgrade. Jesus. Probably could have been 20 points. It's also the exact same model. I mean, maybe the John Maho is just basically a T62, but I presume it might be, even if it has the same gun, but I don't know if the armor difference is intentional. I mean, even the basic T62 here has 8 armor. And then the upgraded one here has 10. I don't know if there's like some difference in the steel or whatever, or it's like instead of a welded turret, it's a cast turret. I don't know this stuff, man. I have no clue. What's good here? Nothing is really great. Type 63 has actually a reasonable gun. 40% accuracy is nice, and the speed. T55 has some armor. I'd like to put in. Meteor 48 has a significantly better gun. BRDM2 has better mobility, which I'm interested in actually. T5 for T60, Type 63. For like 5 armor difference versus 10% accuracy, essentially. I think I'd rather have the 5 armor. Like against IFVs and MX10s or something like that. The armor is gonna matter a lot. He's got buffed, so they're good now. SC100s are not that horrible. I mean, flame tanks, sure, people love their flame tanks. This is just awful. I think the Susong Po might actually come in handy, but you know, I'm not hurting for activation points, so might as well put both of them in. B5 is a must. This is an okay plane as well. F5B is acceptable. This is, I guess, okay. And then the MiG-21 ASF. Let's run 7 of them. And essentially use them as meat chills. Wait, no. I want my ASF on number 1, but then it's by price. We still have, okay, only 5 activation points. So that's less than I expected. But not like we can. Okay, let's just put this in because it's funny and this to meme around, okay? This why it's funny, 10 points, it's old as hell, and has medium optics. This is so hilarious. I don't know what happened. Why Eugen did that? It's not a very good unit, right? It has 15 RPM, but it has horrible range, abysmal accuracy. I don't know if there's like any like proper gun, as in not like a infantry weapon, right? But like a towed gun, self-propelled gun, I should say. I don't know if there's a self-propelled gun that isn't like direct fire from an artillery piece that has this abysmal accuracy, right? Even the T-34 is 40%. This is just so horrible. I actually did try it out, and you know what? Maybe in mech nowadays it is actually not that bad, given that you can get it on Elite, right? On Elite it has 32% accuracy. But still, the issue is, despite all of that, or on top of all of that, you have horrible autonomy, horrible off-road speed, and horrible range, which means that you take forever to get in range. You don't even have the time. Even if you had the time, it doesn't matter because you will likely run out of fuel before you get in range. And you have to get pretty close to get in range because unlike an Ontos, you don't have acceptable range, and unlike, let's say, an M18, you don't have good off-road speed, and unlike a, I don't know, like the SU-100, you have acceptable autonomy. You have nothing of that, right? Then you barely hit anything. 2 HE isn't too great, although to be fair, you have 15 RPM, which is, assuming a direct hit, the same as 10 RPM and 3 HE, right? 7 AP kinetic, and I think in this case you'd rather have heat because you have such abysmal range. You have 2 front armor, admittedly. I don't even know if that's deserved, but the two front armor is probably the biggest saving grace. Well, that and the optics. But if you want just medium optics around, you just spam infantry, right? Which is tankier. And funnily enough, probably more mobile. Either way, though. That's gonna be our deck. What's gonna be our win condition? I guess B5s. I think ideally we just want to play defensively and hope we can get some CV snipes, right? What would be the best map? Maybe plunging? I don't know, Mudfight is gonna be horrible. Anything big is gonna be horrible. Hell could work, maybe. If we get the town side, where the town is in our spawn. I think Hell and Plunging are the only somewhat realistic maps. We also gotta hope that we get either a bad opponent or somebody with an equally horrible deck. I should probably not upbet these. Either way, I'll see you in a second for whatever this is gonna be. Hold up. Doing an executive decision. First of all, down with these. I might need a lot of them. I also replace these with the reservists. Same price, more bodies, more per card. We will need lots of, like, just straight up human bodies. Sorry, YouTube. On the field to perish. Yeah, and that's all that I need those for, right? For actual fighting, Gong Babyoung are gonna be good. That's not what I need Bo Chung-Su for. They have 15 HP. I get 45 per card, and for the same price, they're also wheeled. Of course, the transport doesn't have 2 armor. The squad itself is useless, unlike Bo Chung-Su. But again, I mainly really need them to just unalive. Alright? So, yeah. For the record, unranked? Okay. For the record, this is gonna be absolutely awful. Hello. This is just gonna be an absolutely awful game. The map is not great, but I think it could have been worse. I don't like it, but let's see what we can do. Holding Dimitri is gonna be really difficult because we don't even have like any ATGM infantry to fall back to. So I'm wondering if we actually have to do a push into center early on, which is gonna be difficult, nigh impossible to like hold, but just make it messy. I think that's what I'll try to do, alright? I just sent some reserves everywhere. Let's get like a load of them on the field. Right? I have no idea what I'm doing, for the record, right? Get some Strela 1s and the Ponge 2. You know what? Let's not get Strela 1s, too little ammo. Let's get a bunch of the specs. Okay, okay, okay. Let's get an F7B just to scout. An MI2 to scout. It's maybe a bit, a bit. I should maybe get a couple fewer of the useless stuff. It gets some more meat on the ground. I feel like a double cycle when you'd go on mid. I think you can like double click on them. Like, I just want to. Oh, that's what you can do. Want to track stuff further behind. I've not planned on anything like where anything is going. By the way, this is just gonna be. Frick it, we'll do it live. I could get healer rushed actually. Would be pretty funny. But that means I'd have to play another game because I'm not gonna just. Right. Good luck and fun. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Okay. All right. BTRs. Is one here, one there, one here, one there. All right. That's this. ERDM 2. Good gas. Where's my CV? Zil. BTR 60 piece. Two of them in there. Salamandra. Where's my... There it is. Okay, I forced him to land, so that slows him down. I think I spotted an Mi-17 or a helicopter, right? I didn't pay full attention to that. Okay, it's not Moto, because... No, the CV is there. Actually hit him? Wow. I've only 2 missiles though, unfortunately. Got some base defense. It's just Baltic. Yikes. Some Su-76s. We know. Oh god, this is gonna be awful. His own Zil. Yes, let's go. Like, what am I supposed to kill stuff with, huh? I guess C-62s shouldn't be that bad. Oh, come on. Surely you're gonna die. The MiG-21? What kind of MiG-21 is that? Oh, it's the MF. What is this? Oh, come on, Pongay 2. Yukwide, come on. Just one hit, one opportunity. Just stunned so long because you're power. Come on, what's it? 30%? I didn't expect them to hit, but it would have been really funny. Okay, thus far we're actually not dead. So that's a surprisingly good start. Okay, show your front armor, please. I think I actually killed those air decoys. Like I said, I'm still alive somehow. What would be the best artillery piece right now? Actually, no, I think mortars. Because with those I can actually do something. God, you're just dead. Get this Pong guy out of there. Oh! Yes! What do you get for disrespecting that? Still no infantry CV is there. Problem is it's actually tough to snipe that with a B5 because I can't fly around, so it's very easily spotted. But I could still fly it here, and if there's no radar AA, you're still gonna spot it pretty darn late. That KT is just messing me up, man. He's gonna be like 4 range steps. Gives him 7 AP, and then he can actually pen the spec pretty easily. These specs could be good. Charioteers. You're in range now. I have like no optics on anything. Okay, okay. I think we might be able to do this now. Oh, caught them. Caught. They're reloading. Come on. Yes! That's what I'm talking about, baby. I think you killed it. Oh, you're spotted. So there's Eriko's in there. Raikkonen. He has a job post Formula 1. Charioteer. I'm just gonna mob up my shit, man. Also need forever to turn, apparently. Well, 2 of you them are just refusing to shoot. Okay. I'm at 24. That's what I call a knee-jerk reaction, but I'm happy for that. She shouldn't stand next to this, but whatever. Oh my god, the 50 cals. Oh, but they have so little ammo on the 50 cals. No. It's okay. I found the Eriko. Let's deal with them. 2v1. Can you double tap a Charioteer? You can't. Or maybe one of you didn't hit. No, with 7 armor you can't even. A 7 AP difference. Can you? You can? Maybe it was damaged. You actually got in there with the Yukuide. What the hell? Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, you still just moving. Oh my god, the T50. Well, I'm actually kind of doing okay. I'm not saying I'm winning by any means, but I'm kind of doing okay. Now, it helps that I'm presumably playing against someone who, well, they're unranked, so I don't know how good they are, but still, there they are. Gotcha, bitch. You light infantry, you're just as fast, it's good. And they were worried, so they should be slower. So I should be in range any second now. What the hell, where are they? There they are. Yeah, they're worried. And one of them is calm, one of my Gongbabiongs, so there you go, stun them. Wasted a missile of something. One, I believe in you. Okay, fortunately the Salamander missed. The single spag is not very consistent at stunning. Yeah. But the Salamander is the unluckiest Salamander I might have ever seen. I think we need to tick. But this is actually... Oh, okay. It hit with the 3rd missile, so... I'll take it, though. I'll take it. I still have the MI2. Let's move it up there. I forgot to buy the 2nd fob. I'm an idiot. I always do that when I win around 2 fobs. I always forget to buy the 2nd one. Never do that. Never forget to buy the 2nd one. Let's get a flame tank, because otherwise people are gonna complain about me never using flame tanks. Is this... Did I deal with the ATGM there? Am I actually doing this? Right, I might be jinxing it now. There's a P on PSV, which is a huge issue. Like a humongous issue. E62D is like probably the goated card of this deck. Goated unit. You're spotted, it doesn't help you. Yeah, because you're spotting you. The Spags are also incredibly good, man. I should have run 2 cards. I'm running 1 card, right? Oh, I am running 2 up, but surely those are 2. E290, okay. Force this back. Ah, Salamandra! Okay, we know where the fob is. We know where the fob is at least. We can snipe that. It's gonna take a bit, because it has more HP now. With 1 KT at least. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I forced him back, which I guess is good enough. Yeah, I'm using smoke. Okay, let's go kill that fob. Let's get, you know what? Let's try that again. Charioteers. Maybe from like, let's get into like this bush here. Maybe there the Ericas can't spot them and might be able to still line of sight on the Charioteers. You're spotted. Did I buy the Coxswain? I did buy the Coxswain. Interesting. Oh, yep, exactly. Kill the charioteer. Oh no, it's not a charioteer. Okay, this has been capped. Makes me happy that I did buy that CV. But at the same time, I think we should start B5ing and protect our B5s with Pongays. Oh, that's a T72. It's like a is it a mod? There might have been a mod. I didn't get a full picture on that armor. Yeah, I need you around to protect. Oh, it's an M2 work. Either way, this is bad. Spawn it. Oh my god, they hit. Holy shit. A single hit. 36% and they hit. That's like, it's a freaking hero, man. Right, let's get that. Let's get that. Get that B5 out. Mortals not been doing very great thus far, I think. We have anti-tank planes in the form of the A5, and you know, if we get lucky, these side or even rear shots could actually demolish Wilkes. But you gotta get lucky with that. I did hit it, at least. Okay, well, we know it's not there. We had very little line of sight, and I never spotted anything there, so I guess it's there. I don't think I've seen a hit marker there either. The 62s. A few left. See if we can flush out those sissy. Let me get another Pongay too. A single one, even if it is on veteran, just is not very much. Especially if you want to protect B5s against ASFs. We need that consistency against planes that a single one just doesn't provide. Mortar's doing good work now though. It's the PMPSV. It is MI2 around here. The Momolyut gas. So when they resupply you. Didn't get the stun. Max range, it's pretty difficult. B5 is ready again. Now he might have now bought some AA. Some proper AA. I didn't kill it now. Probably just lost line of sight because stun and it's gonna make it hover and like change altitude and all that jazz. So yeah, there or just flew away. If there's oh, killed that. Okay, 2 missiles. Fortunately. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's the CV. At least we know what it is. Cheap CV. But it's somewhere there. Let's get some Toktrons. Is it a chariot here? Yeah. So get away from the spawn. I don't want counter battery to accidentally hit newly spawned stuff. What's you look like? Barely. No veterancy yet, so definitely not a kill. That's the Wilk. We killed the transport. Very nice. Damn, they're elite. Beware the elite RPG 2s. Good hit. Nice. What did it get hit by? What the heck is this? Oh, what? Ah, shit. Sissy are probably still roaming around there. Okay. You know what? Let's go full in. Let's wait a bit. And with 4 of them, there's, you know, of course, a lower chance of them actually, of the thing actually getting out alive and all that. Let's heal there from Sissy. Gotta be careful. You know that the, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's go full on. You have lots of autonomy still. Hopefully, it's gonna work. You're spotted. You from the attic quest there. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Get a CV here, it's greedy, but can't really... Don't want to fall behind in terms of conquest points. I really want to avoid that. Keep the mortars up, we gotta keep the mortars up. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Try to kill those. But that Wilk's gonna be a problem. Oh, lucky. Come on, 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 come on. Shh. Yeah. Oh, lucky again. Very lucky. Holy. They're not moving. Good. I have to prepare this. I also want to get an F5B ready. What's your speed? 750, 750, okay. Nice. Hit again the other squad, let's go. Not more. Does he have. He has so many seals, man. Yeah. P on PSVs, let's get some salvos lined up for that. You're hovering high, okay. Starting to run out of fuel. Okay, still have some good amount left. Somehow that CV is not dead. Which is astonishing, I'll be honest. Minute gas, yep, doing what they're doing best, which is jack shit. Get more mortars. How is that CV still alive? It has to be. I saw it move there, right? If it was back here, I would have seen it drive back, right? Because I saw it move there in the first place. I don't want to move these out if I can avoid it. I know they're spotted, but there's not much I can do. Let's get some more meat shields. If we can move you there. The Wilk. I was hoping I maybe get some lucky side shots. Some more Gongbuk Young. Fine. Not having my own recon infantry is frustrating. So I could just smoke it off. Elementra. I'm gonna just keep firing because they also can get XP from just damaging, right? It's frustrating. Capped it, okay. Probably here. How is that CV's? I'm losing it. I'm actually losing my mind. Am I? I'm gonna suicide one of you in. I think it's a Jeep CV, right? Oh, that's probably a tank CV, huh? Right there. Oh wait, oh, it's start to pinch up those air decoys. Malyutka, let's go. Sokol and Salamandra. There's still this Salamandra, which prevents my BRDM from moving. Am I getting a side shot in there? That's funny. Don't tell me these prickers. No, okay, now they're gone. Now they're gone. Yep, lost line of sight. I have a lot of spanks on the field. I actually don't want to go for this V because I can just move it out of the way, right? If that truly is the CV. I have to assume it is the CV, so. I mean, it's probably actually just a basic T-72M, which we can definitely wear down with artillery. You're hovering low. His third Salamandra? I mean, I guess he probably doesn't have a Bob anymore. You're still firing, but it is single cogs, and I don't think you're gonna do too much on your own. Nice. Might try to cap this here as well. Actually, we want a better gun here, so let's take this. But like first strikes. And let's actually send you here first. I don't want them to do that. Only Biaski Berete there as well. It's annoying. Maybe the CV is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. PMPSV is actually getting scared by these things. Those recruit rifles doing a great job as well. Keep the mortars up. Where's the CV, man? I'm actually so mad. It's a Jeep CV. Man, it's a Jeep CV. No way he replaced the with the tank CV. Otherwise, I would have gotten like lots of vets on these. I'm so confused, man. So confused. Maybe it wasn't. It was never a Jeep CV to begin with. Clueless. Oh boy! Now this all's happening down here. That's really bad, actually. One on a PNPSV, one on a T72. Gonna use fire position because I don't want to like mess it up by losing line of sight here. I usually prefer to right click with clusters, but it's the Ito 90. There's still like a Neva somewhere, or yeah, it has to be Neva. If it was to finish Ito, then it would only have 2 shots, but it has more. Dying like flies here. Neither of you hit, that's unfortunate. And we could still be a CV in here, for example, right? Double side shot. Well, one side shot. Pretty sure. Actually, could have been it probably was a double side shot. Now that I think about it. I think I'm probably done with the fob now. See if we can kill this. I think I actually have to get a CV. Because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to hold mid-eye no matter what. Even if I do invest more. These talk drones have been surprisingly bad, I have to admit. The fob's running bright as well. You're not hovering low. Are you hovering low? You are. Yes, these teeth there they are. He killed it? So we just didn't notice. Hovering low. More AA. Gas spotted. And I'm going with the fast BRDM to, or hope for the fast BRDM to kill. Maybe I shouldn't have. Who knows? But this is why even like a basic bitch ass KBVT can be so important. Okay, and this is why you don't use GPCVs as well. Okay, this does open a path to victory though. These people want to power spotted, there's still a recon there. Okay, it's good to know. Place you here in case there's like a. Still not a CVs, better CVs and Boris, I just remembered. I'm an idiot. Apparently it's an infantry CV, we know that. We're ticking, 10 minutes left. They don't have a lot of range. So this PDF does. Oh, and this is good. Oh, this is gonna be so juicy. Look at this damage, man, from a single ZSU at this range, man, with the accuracy scaling. So good. I can get you back there. You're on a lead. Definitely killed something. I mean, there is a chance that we killed it eventually a Jeep CV, but there was already a tank CV in place. But I don't think that's what happened. You're all empty. I don't know why I told you to move here to this forest, but whatever. I have lots of supplies still in terms of, you know, to call in. Just at this range, the KBVT is just. You can still drive a tiny bit. Move the border CV. There, okay, it is a tank CV. He's moving the tank CV. Maybe I should start putting stuff into this town to protect this road. He might try to bum rush into my second spawn here. We've done it! Brother. I mean, it is someone. I don't know if they're not even unranked. I was about to say there is like a bug or maybe it's an exploit where the rank is actually not visible. I was surprised to see somebody unranked, but they are actually ranked. Holy smokes. Because surely somebody who's never played ranked either would be really bad, which we would have immediately noticed. We did kill it. Or at this point of the game, at the stage of lifetime of the game, right? They'd either be just really bad because they're new, or which we would have immediately noticed, and we didn't, or they just have played unranked for so long that they now decide to go into ranked, right? I think it's either of those extremes. If they truly were unranked, which they weren't. I did kill him up, duh. The Coxon Salamandra kill was clutch, dude. I mean, not clutch in terms of like importance. Actually, take a look at these kills, right? Gong Young, T55. Of course, right? Had this is the nice thing about ranked, right? Just not knowing what you're going up against. If this was a lobby game and my opponent knew that I'm playing North Korea support 1980, right? Probably would have approached this game completely differently. But that's the beauty. That's the beauty. Type 8, look at us. Look at that Type 80, man. Doctrine could share it here. My mortars were definitely. I finished off a T-72 with the mortars. Nice. Very nice. Because I was about to say, I don't think I killed a single T-72. I actually killed another one there in mid. I presume this was the mid with the Gong Pop Young. And I did kill the gas. Let me actually briefly take a look at the replay. Man, I can't win with Israel, man. Can't win with Blue 85. Can't win with 1980s North Korea support, man. This is still got it, baby. I still got it. But I think sending an additional BRDM2 around was what won us the game. I think every now and then people just like deal with the first sneak around and think like, oh, I dealt with it, but I never expect a second one. That includes me, by the way. I'm also very often thinking like that. Well, sometimes it depends on who I'm up against, right? If if I know I'm up against somebody who likes to sneak around, right, I probably expect more. But honestly, my opponent could have just spammed like KTs across map and would have won that way. But they're not using KTs with the Yakari by the looks of it, which was a saving grace. Didn't even have any base defense. Had that Salamander not come back, wouldn't have even noticed. Only thing that was there at some point was a Zeal, right? So many sissy, like they probably called out every single one, right? They were because the Ericas came in PTR 60s. Unfortunate that this got out at 1 HP, but those 255s, man. I forgot to actually might have said it out loud, but I didn't recognize or register. Did the Malyutkas kill anything? Pretty sure they at least hit something. Like with their Brazilian missiles that they've probably fired. Like, look how lucky. I mean, lucky is maybe relative, but like, how unfortunate for me, man. Because an MI24 or Sokol, like W3W, wouldn't have spotted me, I'm pretty sure. Does the MI24 definitely? Sokol probably not as well with medium optics. Because I was in a bush. So the gas was here. When do I kill this? This is what I'm interested in. When do I kill that gas? Oh, hold on. I have 4 Discord notifications. Okay. B5 was doing no carrying whatsoever. I'm actually interested to see if it killed something in the second round. It was the trucked bag. So definitely, okay, he was moving it after firing. Definitely could have finished it off with mortars. The one with the tracked, sorry, did I say tracked? I mean the wheeled. The tracked one does have the ammo to survive mortar strikes and such. At least, for a while. I was down pretty fast, admittedly. Oh, damn, 20 minutes in. It really is the luckiest. Look how lucky this gas is, man. Like, look at this. I just need 1 direct or close to direct hit, right? Look how many rounds I've fired. That's at this point already 48 rounds. Not even like damage, right? I don't even get like a little bit of chip damage in there. This made me think like, oh, got some damage. I got some damage. Yeah, at this point I moved a bit to the right. Okay, see, this is what I was saying. I wonder if at some point there was like a T-72 coming in before the thing died, which surprised me. But I guess given that it's not truly unranked, but a captain, shouldn't have surprised me. Okay, it was like prepare to get back into Charlie. Should have done that much earlier because there was nothing contesting it up until now. Onge 2s. It really was just. That's what was the work dying. The mortars were very impactful. Talk drones were okay. The CV time was pretty much irrelevant at this point. It was just Gong Bob Young, Ridiculous Rivals, Type 80 Spags doing the heavy lifting and the mortars. Okay, I forgot to pay attention when it happened, but oh man. I mean, this is frustrating, of course, but it wasn't a whole lot of base defense. And this is why this is important, of course, but I also like to have something close to my CV in case something snuck through. Or you put like a survivable CV in your base, right? That is the alternative. Oh man. What a game, dude. What a game. What a game. Well, prophecy fulfilled or whatever. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.